Here are Jordan Moore and John Jackson.
Jordan Moore, John Jackson, and two great members of the Women of Troy. USC women's basketball season is coming up, starts November 11, and we've got Ivana Jakubcova and Sadie Edwards, one regular transfer who has now played for a little bit, and then Ivana, you join us from Kentucky. So why did you choose USC as a grad transfer, taking advantage of that little college free agency?
Well, academics is very important to me, so getting the chance to come to this great academic school and a great basketball program was a great opportunity for me.
And Sadie, for you, you also transferred to USC. Why the Trojans?
I think that obviously USC is a really great school academically, and that's very important to me as well. Also, to get the opportunity to play for Sadie Cooper was really enticing. She was a really great basketball player that it's really a blessing to be able to learn so much from her every day. And then the Pac-12, I mean, from last season you could see that the Pac-12 is probably one of the best, if not the best, conference for women's basketball. Two Pac-12 teams made it to the Final Four, so I think it's really a conference on the rise, so it's a really great opportunity to be a part of it.
You know, I know Coop from way back in the day. And
way
back in the day. But talk to me about her as a recruiter, because she's very aggressive on the court when she coaches. She's very aggressive in practice.
She's not shy.
She's not shy. How is she as a recruiter?
I think she's really invested. I think she puts a lot of time into recruiting and maps out a plan for all of the recruits that she targets. I think she targets a specific type of player. I think she likes players that she can see a little bit of herself in. And I think that comes out in her recruiting, and I think she's a very personable person, when you get to know her, and she really shows a different side of her other than the super competitive and driven side, but it's nice to see that too, because that's a very inspiring thing. So that definitely comes out.
Yeah, that's all we see. The competitive
You
side.
both mentioned academics. Correct me if I'm wrong. You both want to eventually be sports psychologists.
That is correct.
Right.
Why? I feel like a few years ago, CSI came out and everyone wanted to do whatever that is. Now we got to run on sports psychologists. What is attracting you guys to that field?
Well, I think my personal experience all throughout college and throughout my whole life, just learning and being actually out there on the court and just having the opportunity to pass that on to other people who might be struggling or who might need help with the mental part of the game. I think that's one of my main goals as a future sports psychologist.
What about you, Sadie?
I mean, I would agree in many ways. And also, when I came here, this was my first experience with sports psychologists. We have those here available for our athletes, and I think our school is very much ahead of the curve in that. I think that the mental aspect of sport is a growing field, and I think that in the future years there will be a lot more opportunities for that position. So I think I was just instantly attracted to that.
I have to imagine it helps for team building to have two people that understand the value of listening and hearing your teammates and working together.
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial. I think we learn a lot from the sports psychologists we have here on campus, and we can translate that type of things to our team. So it's very important.
You know, Ivana, in your case, because you're a grad transfer, are you working? I know you're working towards a master. Are you in the master's program?
Yes.
Here already?
Yes, I'm in the applied psychology master's program,
Okay.
which focuses on organizational psychology. So for me, that's really important to understand the organizational part before I move on and try to understand the more specific sports psychology.
And I know the grad classes are different. And well, first of all, I know you're at two different schools, but the grad classes compared to the regular undergraduate classes, what's the difference between the two?
Oh, it's really hard to even compare it. It's so different. Well, I have classes from 4 to 8 every day, from Monday to Thursday. And it's just so different. It's a lot more of communication, of group works, projects, and just really applying the psychology part. It's not really tests or exams. It's really, really trying to understand it.
You know, I was reading your bio, Ivana. You've been all over the world. Yeah. You don't stay places long, and you've been to some really different places, right? I mean, you were from Slovakia,
yes.
but you obviously were in Kentucky. we've been to some places in the middle of America, which I had honestly never really heard of, and now you're in the big city of Los Angeles. So what's LA like compared to the rest of your travels?
It's like a whole new world. It's nothing like I have ever experienced in America. So I was in Oklahoma before, Kentucky.
It's a little different than
Oklahoma. A
Oklahoma.
little different, yes. So it's definitely another culture shock. I thought I was just gonna go through one culture shock when I got to Kentucky, when I got to America. But coming here, it's a totally different world. But I'm loving it. I love USC. I love LA. So it's a great experience.
Now, Sadie, this will be your first full year with the Trojans because last year you came and was eligible mid-year going forward, but was the third leading scorer in the time that you had the opportunity to play. How does your role change this year coming back as a returning starter?
I think my coaches and my teammates expect me to make a jump from last year. I think I expect for myself to make a jump from last year too. I think coming in it was very difficult to get adjusted to the speed and level of competition of Pac-12 play. It was like really the first time I got a chance to play collegiate basketball, and then it was at such a high level, and I hadn't played the entire preseason, so the chemistry with my teammates wasn't necessarily as strong as I would have liked it to be since I missed the first 12 games of the season. But I think now I think I have a bigger role on our team, and I think that I am more of a leader on our team, and I learned a lot in last season. I had a lot of inconsistent play and up and down, but it was a great learning experience, and it's given me the opportunity to be able to help some of the young kids that we have on our team. We have a really, really great and talented freshman class, so I think that the experiences that I had last year will help me to show them a lot, to help them get prepared for the season, and then also I just think that I can expand on a lot of things because I've gotten better in the off season. So.
You know, and one thing that the fans can't see is you have a heavy boot on your left ankle right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We were hiding that from opposing coaches, JJ.
Well, she's
Hawaii,
okay.
The Hawaii coaches are watching this now.
Oh, well, I'm okay. I'm fine. It's just a precautionary thing.
I'm not worried about
She's
her.
fine.
Yeah,
She's doing
no,
great.
when walking around, they just want me to
I have to get
eliminate weight bearing.
I have to get one New Jersey question because I noticed that you went to Blair Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm from New Jersey. Can you name the best men's basketball player? I don't know the best. Maybe you are the best women's basketball player that ever went to Blair Academy. The best men's basketball player that ever went to Blair.
I would say Charlie Villanueva or
or
Royal Ivy.
And Luol Deng.
Luol Deng. Oh, my. How could I forget that?
Right down the street.
Yeah,
now a
Luol Deng.
Los Angeles Laker.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's going to be really fun to
They
watch.
were a good team. Villanueva and Luol Deng were the same year as LeBron in high school.
Yeah, they were really good.
Were they really?
Yeah. They were the number one team, but Blair allows like grad students, so they don't necessarily have
Yeah,
the same rankings.
Yeah. You
Anyway, we'll talk about this after the show.
It's a New Jersey conversation.
We thank you both for joining us. November 11, as I said, it's a doubleheader at Galen Center. The women are first, 5 p.m. against Hawaii. The men are second at 8 p.m. That's the season opener. Tickets, usctrojans.com/tickets. Watch them all season long. We thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. JJ's next. We'll get back to talking USC Cal on Trojans Live.